Hey guys, I wanted to shoot a quick video for you about the concept of staying full when you're on a diet and how to reduce hunger craving or junk food cravings and how to get your hunger into control. But before I go into that, I want to talk a little bit about the concept of hunger at first. You know, it's so funny to me when you see these Snickers commercials, or you hear the commercials on the radio talking about being hangry and being reducible. I think the funny thing about that is they're trying to tell you to control your hunger with eating junk food, which is, you know, kind of a crazy concept to me. But anyways, one thing I wanted to say about hunger is in the West, in you know, the first world countries, we're not really used to the concept of hunger. We're constantly stuffing ourselves. You know, there's always vending machines in every office. There's fast food everywhere. Our cabinets and fridges are stuffed with, you know, potato chips and other kind of convenience foods that as soon as we feel hungry, we can resort to. But if you think about it, probably 70% or 75% of the world doesn't have enough food to eat. And yeah, it's uncomfortable and that's not a good situation for them, but they're still surviving and they're still living. And in many ways, they're actually still healthier than us. Like, you don't have the epidemic, you know, rates of diabetes and metabolic syndrome and these kind of diseases in those poor, struggling countries as you do here in the West. So I think that's one thing to keep in mind. We're not really comfortable with hunger, and we just expect to stuff ourselves, and it has, you know, pretty disastrous health consequences. Another thing to keep in mind is, obviously, if you're trying to burn fat, get lean, get ripped, you know, stay in shape, you got to keep in mind that actually staying a little bit hungry is a good thing. And almost every professional model and actor and bodybuilder who's gone through any type of stunning type of transformation has learned how to deal with the concept of hunger. So if you want to get lean and get ripped, you're going to have a mindset shift in how you view hunger. So one thing I wanted to share with you is that when you're hungry, your body can produce up to 2,000% of human growth hormone. And if you know anything about growth hormone, you know that it's a natural hormone that your body produces that'll help you burn fat, build and retain muscle mass, and actually look younger. So staying hungry can help you burn fat, it can help you look younger, and it can help you build or preserve muscle mass. So that's a pretty good reason to get used to hunger and to come up with strategies to deal with hunger to me. So that's why I wanted to create this video, 14 simple tips to help you control your hunger cravings and suppress your appetite. So the first thing you want to do, so number one, to control hunger, is to sleep more. Now, it seems kind of counterintuitive and kind of strange, but really, sleep controls so many different processes in your body. And if you don't sleep enough, you're going to notice that you have hunger cravings, especially carb and junk food cravings, and that's been proven scientifically. So get, 7 to 8 hours of sleep a night. Number two is chew your food slowly. So a lot of times we just wolf down our food and we're not even sure, or we don't even get used to the feelings of being satiated and being full. If you simply chew your food slowly, appreciate each bite, each, all the flavors, all the textures of your food, you're going to really feel and notice that you're a lot more full, a lot easier than if you just scarfed your food down. And professionals like Dr. John Berardi will attest to this. He's, the CEO of Precision Nutrition and a PhD and a fitness model himself and a weightlifter himself. So if you want the research on why chewing your food slowly is good for you, you can go check out his stuff. Another thing is, number three, is to eat more protein. So eating protein causes you to feel more full for longer, so you definitely want to eat more protein. Number four is to eat more fiber. Fiber has incredible health benefits. One of them being it makes you feel fuller longer, it clears out your digestive system, and it literally expands in your stomach. So it occupies more space in your stomach and absorbs water, so it makes you feel a lot more full. So you want to eat more fiber, and a great way to do both, to get more fiber and more protein, is to buy Quest bars, because each bar has about 25 grams of fiber. 25 grams of protein and about 14 grams of fiber, so it's really good for you. The next thing is to drink more water. So when you feel hungry, go get a glass or a bottle of ice water and start drinking that, okay? You're gonna notice that sometimes when you're hungry, when you think you're hungry, you're actually just dehydrated. So that's something you want to keep in mind. The next step that you want to do to help control your hunger, so number 7, is eat more vegetables. So you want to eat especially cruciferous vegetables, things like broccoli, Brussels sprouts, cauliflower, things like that, kale, because they're going to help you increase your feelings of satiety. And they also have a lot of water content in them, and they have a lot of fiber in them. Number 7 is to drink black coffee. So black coffee helps suppress your appetite, and there's been studies that have proven that. So in the morning when you're hungry, just make sure you drink some black coffee. Now you can add some 0-calorie sweetener like a stevia or something like that to it for taste. But drinking black coffee, I myself have also found, really helps control my hunger. The next option, number 8, is to fast. Now, when you fast, now I'm Muslim, and I have to fast 30 days every year in the month of Ramadan. But you know that the intermittent fasting has become really popular also. And one of the many benefits is, it's not a magical miracle cure, but one of the benefits is you're just not eating. And when your body doesn't eat, doesn't consume food, I notice, personally, I tend to feel less hungry. Which is kind of like the concept of eating an appetizer, right? It's like when you go to a restaurant and you eat an appetizer, it's supposed to make you hungry. So the reverse is also true for me. When I don't eat, I don't feel very hungry. So try intermittent fasting, and you can read and watch some YouTube videos about that. But that's one really helpful strategy. Number 9 is to try xanthan gum. Now, xanthan gum is a food thickener, and there was a study that came out not too long ago that people who had shakes with xanthan gum in it felt fuller for longer. So it's a very low calorie food thickening agent, so it's a great option for you. It's really cheap to get also. So again, it's xanthan gum, Xanthan, and then gum. The next option is carb cycling. Now, carb cycling was made popular by Martin Berkhan's from Lean Gains, and the point is that when you lift heavy weights, and you should be lifting weights when you're or doing some form of resistance training, whether it's body weight training or kettlebells or barbells or something, is on your resistance training days, your body's going to end up using more glycogen, which is stored glucose in your muscles. So on those days, you're going to be depleted. So those are days that you want to eat carbs. So you want to eat a lot of carbohydrates to replenish your muscles' fuel supply, which is called glycogen. So on the weightlifting days or the resistance training days, you can eat carbs. And on your rest days, you should eat fewer carbs, so maybe less than 50 or less than 100 grams of carbs on those days. So the good thing about that is you can still get your carb fix, and you can satisfy your carb cravings, but you're doing it in a controlled manner, eating them on your weightlifting days. So that's really helpful. Number 11 is drinking green tea. So green tea has a bunch of health benefits, aiding digestion, helping with bad breath, all sorts of other things like that. But one of them is, similar to coffee, is it helps you reduce the feelings of hunger. So you want to drink green tea. Number 12, what I've noticed, is eating apples. Eating apples, the fiber in the apples and the pectin in the apples helps reduce hunger. So you can, if you're hungry in the morning, like after you have your black coffee and your water, maybe around like 10:30, 11 in the morning when you're at work, rather than going to the vending machine or eating junk food, have an apple or maybe 2 apples, and notice how full you feel and how really satisfied you feel from eating that apple. A lot of times we just eat to feel satisfied, and we shove junk in our mouths and we still don't feel satisfied. So try eating an apple, see how you feel. Number 13 is eat mint, and add mint to your food. There's been scientific research proven that having mint with meals helps control feelings of hunger. And the last tip I want to share with you is number 14, which is to eat sour and bitter or fermented foods. So things like kimchi, things like pickles. Not only are these foods crunchy, but the sourness or the bitterness of these foods helps control hunger. And there's been studies about that too. So those are my 14 tips to help you control hunger. These 14 natural appetite suppressants. Hopefully you found it helpful. If you want to read more about this, you want to learn more, I actually wrote a Kindle book. It's on Amazon.com, and I'll put a link in the description below and here in the video also, showing you how to control your hunger. Right now it's only 99 cents, and the price will be going up to $2.99 in the next week. So it's only $3, but I think it covers everything that I've explained just now in this video in a lot more depth and a lot more detail. So definitely check that out. If you like this video, please do comment, like the video by hitting the thumbs up button, and please subscribe to my channel, and I hope to produce more videos like this soon. Thanks.